Let's get on to the top news. Do you want to go top news of the week or talking points of the round first? How do you want to tackle it?
No, go top news, mate. Top news. There's just so many big signings. I love how active everyone is. First one for me, Fergus Lee Warner coming home to Australia. Nels, where's he going? Tell us.
Fergus Lee Warner is coming to New South Wales. That
Woo-hoo!
his home team,
Coming
boys.
home.
I'm sorry, Force fans, but he's a New South Welshman. So good to see him back.
And I'm pretty sure that it's already been announced he'll be in the Wallaby squad since signing for the Waratahs.
Well, he's gotten better already since that signing, and the jersey will make him look that much better as well.
You go down the checklist, right? It's like playing in Australia, check. Waratahs, check in, and we move on.
And that's it. That's the whole checklist.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Oh, how good. And speaking of locks, even more recently announced, Lukan Salakai-Loto wanted to return to Australia. And before we knew it, he's signed at the Rebels. So going down there.
Quote from him, this has just come out now, this is just confirmed, but he said he was asked obviously about if he could have been selected overseas, because we've got the 30 test limit. You have to have played 30 tests. He goes, it's definitely not over at 30 tests. I want to make it at least 31, basically saying, like, he probably was on that borderline, but he wants to come back and prove he can do it when he's in Australia. So good to see.
Love it.
How good.
And of course, in the same breath, Trevor Hosea and Matt Phillip leaving the Rebels, so they needed him.
I don't know if
a perfect
I know
signing.
it's confirmed now, isn't it? They are both confirmed. Heading to Japan.
The biggest signing of the year, though, boys. Come on. Crusaders, lock him in for another title.
Yeah.
Playing at 10. I think he'll be playing with Richie McCaw going overseas. He'll be playing at 10.
Richie
Mo'unga
Mo'unga
found their answer. Sorry, Richie Mo'unga. Sorry. Levi Amua to the Crusaders. Holy Jesus.
And
They're
we
also losing Fainganuku, and they're just getting a more scary physical man in Levi Moore.
Oh, I didn't know they were losing Fainganuku. God damn. But I was going to say, mate, we thought them signing Pablo Matera was unfair. Come on, mate. You can't sign the most destructive centre and ball runner in the bloody competition and give him to the best.
My opinion shows that this shows that the setup of Moana Pacifica is not what Super Rugby needs. I know there's a lot of Kiwi-born players. He's grew up most of his life in Australia, to be fair, as well. But he's not really a New Zealand product. Obviously, any Kiwi-born person wants to play for the All Blacks, and that's why he is going to the Crusaders. He wants to be an All Black.
It's true. At least every second week, Nelson had been mentioning that Levi Amua is Australian eligible, and can we sign him for the Wallabies, please? But
I can see it's like the eligibility ASAP that we can sign them from Kiwi teams.
Yes.
And what about, we got some top league signings as well?
No, these ones aren't signings, mate. The Japanese League One, they had the final on the weekend. Marks and Foley's Kubota Spears. They beat Robbie Dean's Wild Knights, which has Lude, Boshier, Jack Cornelson, Cora Beatty, Dialende, and Dylan Riley. Some big names over there. But yes, the Foley, he basically led them to win by all reports.
Yeah, mate. Well, it was a weekend of finals. Then we had the Challenge Cup and the Heineken Cup as well. We were just talking before the pod about poor Leinster, 3 years in a row bowing out in the final, but specifically 2 years in a row going down to La Rochelle. And what a fight back there! They had put such a score on to begin with, and La Rochelle came back and won it at the very death knell. So devastating for them.
Brings Skelton to now 4 Champions Cups, 2 with Saracens, 2 with La Rochelle. But I also had Barlow, who is eligible for the Wallabies at 9. Not that we need or want him. And Aussie-born UJ Tenny. Mate, I wouldn't mind him. He's 32, though. I don't want to hurt our nines that are here. But UJ Siuteni, he was the 13 for them as well. He had 4 tackle busts, a try, 2 offloads. There's 1 offload and 2 line breaks. He looked seriously good, but he has played for Samoa, so we can't sneak him back.
Yeah, mate. I will say that it did send me down a rabbit hole of watching Skelton's La Rochelle highlights, and mate, his first pick in the Wallabies locks. Get him in there, please. But anyway,
he gets past the advantage on every single time. But also Cora Beatty, I don't know if you boys saw it. He did a replica of that tackle on my Pimpy. Against the box. He did the same thing this weekend. I think it was on Kida, the winner, coming across from the other side and making a very, very similar tackle.
Oh, how
Very
good.
good. And
I
I
can't
like
wait to see Koroibete. I've missed him.
I know, right? With the
Good.
it's hard to forget just how freaking unbelievable he is. But guys, the Japanese Rugby League One Best 15. I won't go through it here, but it's just a combined Barbarians, Australia, South Africa, and Japan team, isn't it?
There's only a couple names you need to know there. Bernard Foley.
Hey, there's heaps of names. What do you mean?
No, that you need to know. Bernard Foley at 10, Harry Hawkins at 5. They're the two you need to know. That's the main ones to take out of it. And there's lots of other really good players.
Right.
Although, is that missing Samu Karevi? Where's he in that? I don't see that there.
Did he not miss a lot through injury? I think that's what it is.
Right, fair enough. And then the last point there of the news, I think, is men's sevens qualify for the Olympics. The Aussie sevens. How good?
That means, didn't they have to finish 5th to do that? Is that right?
No, or who was the other team that they're competing with had to lose against Argentina, and they did.
Right.
So,
Very good. Default. Love it.